Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's our Monday night opener for the season. Both teams are set up, and off we go. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
These are 24.
First carry now. This is Bashal to and he gets up for a gain of about 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Rip, 23. Focus, high. 11, Haggett.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Taken in by Luke Musgrave. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Yeah, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30.
Hey, lie. 11, Haggett. Hey, tomato. Done.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. Complete left side to Thomas. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Son. Big 13 heavy.
It's a design boot. Finds his running back. This is Bashal to and he's brought down after a short gain.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Hey. Sink right.
Back to the air. Lawrence. Pass caught. It's Hunter. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
On red. Hey, son. Go. Silver.
Again, it's Lawrence to throw. He brings it in. He's out of bounds. Looks like right around the 5-yard line, partner. So they're going to be set up with 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
11. Here we go.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Oh, and how well he's slinging at this opening drive, Brock. Not sure we expected to see an incompletion, but his perfect start ends at 5 for 5.
Yeah, kind of the feeling out process, right? I think you find this with defensive coordinators a whole bunch, trying to figure out what that script is on the other side. I have a sense there'll be some completions and incompletions along the way.
Throwing again. Here's Lawrence. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, for a great opening drive, this is where you can run into that speed bump. We see it all the time, getting down near the end zone and trying to find your way in.
Yep, operated so well and efficiently, but when you get into the scoring zone, the red zone, that's when the pressure ramps up.
Lawrence on 3rd and goal. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Patrick Queen in to pick it off. Well, how quickly things can change. They were looking so good just a couple of plays ago, and suddenly, not anymore. A red zone look comes up empty with that interception.
I think the pressure got to him there, Kate. And I don't even mean all those pass rushers, although they were certainly coming too. I mean the pressure of being 3rd down in the red zone. That's where you got to slow yourself down as a quarterback and know you've got to simply protect the football.
And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Ready. Now a toss play. Taylor. He's got to gain a 6 there. Sidney Brown in on that stop.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, it would really break the backs of the defense.
From the gun on 3rd down. Got his man. Thomas has it. And he's going to have this one up to about the 21. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. I know it's early, Brock, but that felt kind of big. A lot of momentum generated from that turnover was about to disappear if they didn't convert.
Yeah, there actually is some pressure on this opening series to score. I know pressure's a privilege, but that turnover gave them some early momentum, but it won't just disappear if they'll fail to score. It will actually head to that other sidelines.
Downfield to Warren. He's got it. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That one goes for 31 yards. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive. It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Sidney Brown makes the play. And the Jaguars will set up just a little bit shy of the 40 following the tackle.
Their first pick of the game comes at an awfully big moment. Really, it just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
1st and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Inside give here for Tinton. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Ready.
2nd and 3 now.
11. Hey, son.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Here's a screen for Tinton. Across midfield in the 45. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
Here we go, sir.
It's a handoff to Tinton, running right. This one held up after just a couple of yards. That makes it 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Hey, run! Sing praise!
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. Driving across the 15-yard line. And he has it all the way down to the 8. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
Ready, set.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Hey, let's go. Hey, Soko, Sahat.
Tutu gets it from the gun. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a gain down to the 1. 6 yards from there. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Give some credit to this offense. They almost got it done on just one play running the ball in. I got to be honest, the 1st down run often leads to 2nd down pass, but I don't think so now. Now you push that pile, go finish this drive.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Red on red. Hey, Soko.
So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit.
On the jump.
We're back for the start of the 2nd quarter. Jaguars have the ball and a chance at 6. Going power with the big tight end. Watching the goal line, but he won't reach it. The defense keeps him out and forces 3rd and goal.
Gosh, I just love seeing wrinkles like that added to your offense in these key situations. Kind of call it the Andy Reid effect. He's been so good down here near the goal line, and that one, well, it almost went in for 6.
A big moment for them here to begin this new season. Here's 3rd and goal.
Lisa 24. Hey, Ginger, touch. Same right. Silver.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars parlay the interception into points. Cam Little to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1.
Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
On now is Cook to kick this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
Ready.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Right side is wheeled in by Warren. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 from the 43.
Down.
On the RPO, here's a throw to Thomas. Short pickup on the play to about the 40. Devin Lloyd on the tackle.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Mega. Come on, set. Bridge, black, 95. Set.
Throwing it again here. Cut along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Blue, 32.
Ready?
They'll air it out on third. Hits him downfield. This is Thomas. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Makes the catch. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. This is Trujillo to try to point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Colts tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10.
Kill!
It's Tootin. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Take on. Hey, kill! 11, Haggett. Here we go.
Lawrence working from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
About set. This is 3rd and 5.
Think right open. All right, let's go. Son, it's on. 11. Easy. 11. Silver.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Oh, he's in trouble. He's going to go down. The Colts got him. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
This is one of those many moments where I'm really thankful I'm in the booth and not on the field. Because in my day, defensive tackles couldn't run like that. This is not a statuesque QB. This guy can run. And it wasn't a linebacker or DB that chased him down. It was a big old D tackle. Tip of the cap to you, my big man.
And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30.
Ready up.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Here we go. Set. Shot. 52. Ready.
Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
60 red. Set.
Second down pass play coming. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Sidney Brown makes the play. And the Jaguars are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. But you've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
And they bring him down around the 34.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Red on red. Here we go.
Now it's Lawrence. Dumps it off to his running back. Not a lot of space, maybe to the 33. That was Kayvon Thibodeau there to wrap him up.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Hey, I'm going.
Throwing is Lawrence on third down. Sends this to the end zone. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Colts are going to return this up beyond the 20 before being tackled.
You know what? With yet another interception, you know what it might be time to do, Kate? Just run the ball. Run it.
Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Taylor can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
Not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Come on, set. Black 40. Set.
He'll look to throw. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And he's brought down at the 30, right near that line to gain.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Green jack. Let's go. Yep, blaster. Stay. Hut, hut.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The Colts are ready for the punt. And no doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here. And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Ready, ready.
1st and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. And off to Tootin. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Hey, go, go. Hey, kill. Hey, tomato. Run. 11, Agate.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on 3rd downs. They want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
He has it at the 13. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Set. Drill. 10 black.
They'll throw to start the drive. Hits his running back. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. One of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Ready, ready. 60 red, snap, red. Cut.
Third and long, they're going to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. It's a gain of 22, and it'll be first down Colts. Colts operating from the hurry-up, rushing back to the line. Throwing now out of the shotgun. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
At the 41-yard line.
Still sticking with the passing game. A massive shot towards the end zone. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback.
On the ready.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10.
22. Come on, set.
Throwing now off the play action. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You know what I love about that play call? It was simple. Nobody overthinking on the sideline or out on the field. Just an offense going to work and moving those chains.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Set. 10 black. Shovel, 38, ready.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got second down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
To the right, wheeled in by Downs. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. This is 3rd and 5.
Down. 45. White. Red. Yellow. Check. Cut.
Throwing from the gun here. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. Punting unit out now. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Hey, go! Hey, kill!
Now Lawrence on the play fake. Completed to his running back. Continuing to move back. By a man, he's in the clear. Keeps himself upright. Base Schultuten. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars grab the lead on their first series of the half.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin off a pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and then he can do his damage big time.
On his Little for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Jaguars take a 4-point lead.
14, Colts 10. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
On now is Cook to kick this away. This return starts at the 5. This makes it up to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's cut.
Taylor now up the middle. A nice little run there, gets him 5. 2nd down upcoming.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Yellow. 40. 52 blaster. 10.
He's going to throw it. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Mega, black, 95, red, cycle, blaster, 6. Claws red. 7.
They work against the blitz. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. A gain of 15 there. And that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Here we go. 52 Blues.
They are throwing it again. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here we go, set. 50, green. Slide through. Ready.
3rd and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And it'll be 1st down Colts.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st down, play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
10, trouble, 38. Green gap. Ready.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Leading 4 here on third down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive.
Black 40, Edo blue. Smash, red. Set.
Throwing off the play fake. Taking a chance to the end zone. Defender gets his hand in there and breaks it up. A possible touchdown denied. That's going to bring up fourth down. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did. Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10.
Lisa 24. Sokos, hot. 11.
Run here with Tootin. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Back at the 32.
With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Up the sideline, past the 45. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop-back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Hey, Ginger. Duck. Go.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Jacobs, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Hey, easy. Route. Hey, Sokos, hot. Easy. Hey, I'm gun. Go.
Now running here with Tootin. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
16
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Red on red.
They'll go again here with Tootin. Big game followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Nice run across the 15. And progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas, Clark, and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end is.
And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week. during practice that both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
Here we go.
Second down here to Newton. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Give him 2 yards on the run, and that leaves them just inches short for third down. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Jaguars football with a slight lead. Just got to hang on to it for one final quarter. Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches.
Hey, run! Hey, son,
Lawrence here running the sneak. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Hey, lion! Hey, tomato! Done! Chop alert! No!
1st and goal. Here's Tootin. And he's in for the touchdown. The Jaguars grow the lead to 7. On is Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars grow their lead to 8.
Jaguars 21, Colts 13. Logan Cook.
On now is Cook to kick this away. Here's Thomas on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Eat old blue. Here we go. Set. Black. Set.
They'll go play action. Rolling left, buying some time. Sideline throw reeled in by Downs. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. He picks up 15 on the play. And that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
Ready, set. Here, ready.
Straight ahead with Taylor. And that's already just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On the double. Let's go now. Ready.
Taylor again. All right, short of the marker for the moment. They've got 3rd and short coming up from their own 44.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. QB sneak coming. And they're going to down by contact as they've gotten enough for a new set of downs.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Ready. Black, 90, drill, 52.
They're going play action. Finds his man Downs. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Got it.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Steal it. Let's go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but, man, the defense took that away, too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Ready?
Shotgun now on third down. Throwing the out route complete. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Give him 8 on that one. And it'll be first down Colts.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
3. Hut.
Taylor gets it on first and 10. He picks up 5 on that first down run. Brings up second down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win, too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Second down carry for Taylor. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to third down and 3.
Not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
All plays on the table here for third and 3.
96, come on, ready.
Option give to Taylor. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be fourth and short.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
Big moment here as Maddox Trujillo comes on. All spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out. Kicked well, and this is good! And that brings things a little closer here late.
Such a perfect example of a kicker just doing his job. And now it's incumbent upon that defense to give him and their offense another shot.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Tootin gets it from the gun. They're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and the Jaguars have a first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10.
Hey, go! Hey, son.
Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. He's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Second and 3 now.
Hey, run! Soka, hot!
Hits him on the out route. They get there to take him down right around the 41. It's a pickup of 4 yards, and that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
Hey, let's go.
Back now, pressure coming. Caught by the open man. Touchdown, Jacksonville! The Jaguars stretch into a 2-score game in the fourth. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. Little tacks on the extra point. And the Jaguars push the lead up to 12.
Jaguars 28, Colts 16.
On now is Cook to kick this away. Here's Thomas on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready, set.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best trait, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 26.
Red, 38.
Downs will go in motion left.
Ready.
They'll throw on 2nd and 10. Fits it through the middle. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. We'll get 22 out of that play. And that is good for Indianapolis 1st down.
Watch out now. 50 series. Right through. Steel, yellow. Steel, black. Smash, red. Black, ultra.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. That is Caleb Ransom. And the Jaguars will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10.
Red on red. Silver.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
They're going to pass it here. One's caught, inbounds, and beyond the marker.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual-threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
48-yard line. Hey, Ginger, 11, Agak. Red.
Running right. Here's... Oh, he loses the football. Oh, the Colts got to it first.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set. 1st and 10.
Black 40. Black 6.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window, don't risk yet another interception.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Setting up to throw. That's going to be caught by his back. Taylor. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Colts operating from the Murray up, rushing back to the line.
Cycle. Green.
They'll throw here on 1st. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Red, yellow. Yellow, blue.
Going again on 2nd and 10. Escapes the pocket. Going all the way to the end zone here. Caught just shy of the goal line. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
So after that big play, Brock, they need just that final yard here on 1st and goal. Chased out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
And he will get into the end zone for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. We'll see what the Colts do facing a huge 2-point conversion attempt. Look to throw it. And the pass succeeds. A little momentum builder as they try to dig into this deficit.
Colts 24.
So they're going to line up for the onside kick that may just decide this game. Just over a minute to play. And this is covered by the Jaguars. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Ooh, can't get it back on the onside kick. Can still get a final chance with a quick 3-and-out, though, albeit not with a lot of time for them left to work with.
Yeah, Kate, unless they can force a miracle turnover, and we've seen that before, a 3-and-out is really the only avenue remaining. Defense, go buckle it up.
Got it. Ready?
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion.
On the give, it's Tootin. He's out in the clear. And he has the Jaguar 1st down, Brock. They can run out the clock on this way.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Lisa 24. Hey, Dinter. Dot. Tip. Here goes the hunt.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Here's a screen for Tootin. He finds some space again. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. On his little for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Jaguars drive their lead to 11.
Jaguars 35. Colts 24. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
On now is Cook to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set 1st and 10.
Right through. Field, black. Right. Set.
They work against the blitz. Trying to push deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Here's a design run. So the Jaguars come away with a win in this one. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jaguars as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.